Hello, Algebra 1. This video is going to help with the remediation worksheet for the Unit 6 exam, specifically Section 1, that has to deal with adding and subtracting polynomials. This video isn't going to go in as deep as the original lessons did when we first learned this towards the beginning of the semester, but we'll work through a couple examples in each section. Hopefully it'll be enough of a reminder to where you'll be able to complete the remediation worksheets and then go on to successfully complete a retake exam. So I want to start off with section 1. Like I said, addition and subtraction of polynomials. The first example, okay, we have 8a squared minus 7a to the fourth plus a cubed. And to that we're going to add a squared minus 2a to the fourth minus a to the third. So when we are adding, and we're adding subtracting, we're going to be adding subtracting trinomials. So 3 terms in this set of parentheses, 3 terms in this set of parentheses. The first thing we want to look at is the sign in front of the parentheses. If it's a positive, we can just rewrite it. If it's a plus sign, we can just rewrite it without the parentheses. If it's a negative, we would have to flip the sign on everything in the parentheses when we rewrite it. But in this particular example, we have a plus. So we can just rewrite this equation without the parentheses and rewrite that second trinomial without the parentheses. And now it's just a matter of combining like terms. So what's the first one we come to? We look at the exponent for this. We have an a squared term. So we look at the next a squared term, and we have another one right here. So we're going to have 8a squared plus 1a squared. And what is that going to give us? 9a squared. So now we got those. Let's cross those out so we can keep track. The next one we come up to is a negative 7a to the fourth. Do we have any other a to the fourths? We sure do, right here. So we have minus 7a to the fourth minus 2a to the fourth. That combines to give us minus 9a to the fourth. We'll cross those out now. So next one we come to is an a to the third. Let's scroll through. Do we have any other a to the thirds? We do right here. So we have 1a to the third minus 1a to the third. So they're going to cancel each other out. So we're done there. So we have 9a squared minus 9a to the fourth. Okay? And that would be our answer right there. But typically what you're going to find is it's going to be written in order of descending degree, meaning the term with the largest exponent goes first. So if we wrote it correctly, it would be negative 9a to the fourth plus 9a squared. We're going to put that in order of exponent, carrying the signs with it. That would be the correct answer for our first example here. Okay, let's look at another example. Actually, let's look at an example where we're going to have a minus sign in between those two parentheses and see how we're going to handle that. So example 2 will be 2n cubed minus 7n to the fourth minus 6n. And we're going to subtract the trinomial 6n to, sorry, that marker's going out a little bit. We're going to subtract the trinomial of 6n to the fourth plus n minus 5n cubed. Okay, so we have the minus sign in between the two trinomials here. So what we're going to do is we can rewrite this first one okay because there's no minus sign in front of here. So let's just rewrite this first trinomial as is. However, because we have this minus here, we're going to rewrite all the terms here. We're going to flip the sign in front of it. So that positive 6n fourth becomes a negative 6n to the fourth. That positive n becomes a minus n. And that minus 5n cubed becomes plus 5n cubed. So this minus sign out in front requires us to flip the signs on everything in here when we rewrite that equation with no parentheses. Now it just becomes a matter of combining like terms again. So first term we come to is a n cubed. Do we have any other n cubes? We sure do right here. So we have 2n cubed. We're going to add 5n cubed. That gives us 7n cubed. Let's cross those out just to keep track. Next we come up to n to the fourth. Do we have another n to the fourth? We sure do right here. So we have minus 7n to the fourth minus 6n to the fourth. That's going to give us minus 13n to the fourth. Cross those out. We're done with those. Next we come to just a single n term. So we have minus 6n and we're going to minus another n there, and that'll give us minus 7n. Okay, so we've hit all our terms there. Now we just have to make sure that this is written in order descending degree. So we're going to start with the largest exponent first. It's negative 13 into the fourth. The next largest exponent is 3. So that's going to be plus 7 into the third power. And finally, minus 7n. And that would be our answer to our second example there. So hopefully that helps with the addition and subtraction part. Again, the main thing we got to watch is that operator in between here. If it's a plus sign, we're good. We can just rewrite it without the parentheses. If that's a minus, don't forget, you have to change the sign on everything in here first before you combine like terms.